Hello everyone, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to see how to integrate a YouTube player with React.js. So this is my blog link. I am going to give this link in the description of my YouTube video. So while coding you can refer this link. So in this video we are going to see we have to install this package here, and I have referred this npm package. So if you see this package, so you can use a number of packages. You can find a number of packages in Chrome if you search for that, but I will prefer this because there are more number of weekly downloads. So the main thing while installing any package, you have to check this. So if it is a good number of people, then you can prefer this. So you will be having different options here. I'm not discussing every option, but I'm discussing the major option to how to show this. Now, so the majority of the code, the useful code, I have placed it here in my blog, so you can refer this while coding with me. Now you can see the demo here. So this is my YouTube video. I have taken that ID and I have placed it here. So you can see it is similar like a YouTube. So you'll be having different options. You can cache here directly, and you can increase the screen width. So there will be different options like this. So let us see how to code this in a React application. So if you see here, I have created a project named React1, and in this I have the source folder where we can have different number of components, and this is the app.js, and in this app.js I have created this nav bar, so for navigating to different components. So if you don't know how to create the nav bar and all, then you can go back to my channel and view the routing and navigation YouTube video for this, so it will be very helpful. Now we are going to create a component for this YouTube player. So if you want to do anything, then you have to create, or if you want to integrate any library or package, and if you want to use any third-party thing, then you have to create a component for that, so that you can use that anywhere, reuse that anywhere in your application. So this is one of the best practices in real-time applications. So I'm going to create a component here, and I'm using it as YouTube player, and in this folder I am going to create a file named YouTubePlayer.js, and based on the stylings you can create your own CSS file here. So here I am going to create a functional component, because the functional component is best suited for reusability. YouTube player equal to, so in this functional component I am going to use the arrow functions. So in order to export the arrow functions, I have to use export default. As I have only one thing here, I am going to use the default. If you have multiple constants or multiple functions, you can use the export directly. YouTube player here, and here I am going to return this. First we will verify whether it's working or not. So for this YouTube player I am going to add a link here. So once user clicks on this, for displaying I am showing it as YouTube. Once a user click on this, he should be navigated to YouTube player component. For this I am copying this. So it will auto import this. So you should give the same link here, same path. So based on that, it will navigate it to that particular component. So let us verify whether it's working or not by opening our browser. So if you see here, we have already done npm start. So the application is running, and once I open the browser, you should be able to see the nav link with user admin and YouTube. So once I click on the YouTube, then you should be able to see the YouTube player. So once this is done, you have to go to this particular component, and now in this I am going to import this file. After this, we have to copy this code and paste in our component. So once I save this is auto formatted. So if you want to see how to format the code while saving, then I have created a separate video for that. You can go back to my channel. It is also very much helpful when doing the coding in real-time application. So this is the written part, what we have to return. Yeah, this. So once this is done, you have to save this, and this is the ID what you want to give here. I have taken this from my YouTube channel or YouTube video link, so you can take anything. So this is the previous YouTube thing, and so I will take some ID from my YouTube channel later. So once I click on this, so you can see here it got loaded. So some YouTube video got loaded here for based on that ID. So you can go to any YouTube video link. So I'm going to my YouTube video link here, and you have to take this ID here. So you will be seeing some equal to symbol, and after that you have to copy everything whatever it is. So I'm copying this and I'm pasting here. So once I save this, you should be able to see this YouTube video in our application. So this is the end of this tutorial, but another important thing I have missed is we have to install this command. So I have already installed this command, so that is the reason I have not showed this. So if you see my package.json, you should be able to see React YouTube here. So you can see here React YouTube 7.13.0 version. So in this way we can verify that as well. So this is the end of this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos on React and Angular.